Hello everyone. This is the latest cake that I made. It's for a birthday and it's all fondant and it's also a topsy-turvy cake. It's pretty special to me because it's for me and it's my birthday this weekend. So I really wanted to make something that I haven't done before successfully. So this is obviously looking very topsy-turvy and very angled, so I'm quite happy with it. So I'm just going to show you the back of the cake. So I put an M here, a silver candle, and this one is actually also gum paste. It's not even stuck there. I can move it wherever I want later. I'm quite happy with how the angles turned out. I mean, compared to the previous cake that I've made. For those cake beginners, I wanted to show you a sketch I made. I mean, I'm also a beginner, so I would always try to give an illustration. So I initially wanted something like this, and then like just mimicking all the pattern here and just doing it all over the cake. But it's so hard to do that because it's very time consuming, and you'd have to punch holes over and over again and put luster dust in. And I don't have an airbrush, so it's very, very time consuming. So after making that, I figured I wanted the cake to look a lot more happy, you know, not look very, very serious. So I came up with another sketch, and there it is. So I wanted the ruffles to really look uneven, make it look a little crazy, and there it is. And also I chose chocolate fondant this time because I haven't really made that in a long time. Now, I also wanted to share to all those beginners out there who, like me, would turn to the internet to find out instructions on how to make things they haven't made before. So if you haven't made a topsy-turvy cake before, I wanted to show you a real quick visual on how to do it. There are several ways, and I hope I could show you 2 ways today. And I'm just going to do it through paper because I don't have actual cakes to work on, so I hope this would help. I want you to imagine, well, it looks like a three-tiered cake. So that's how I want you guys to understand the pieces of paper. So the first, second, and the third tier, normally if you stack them, it's going to look like that. So I want you guys to stretch your imagination just a little bit and look at the 3 pieces of paper here. Our bottom tier, our second, and our third. Now, if you would want to achieve the slanted look on the first tier and also on the others, what you would need to do is to carve out the sides of the cake. Carve them out slanted. So do that, carve them out until it looks like that. And then for the angled look on top, you would also need to slice the cake. So if you already have, say, 3 layers of cake inside and there's buttercream in there, I would recommend just sticking it in the fridge first to make the cake firmer, more stable, and then carve it out, crumb coat it, and stick it back. So if we do the same to all of the cake, it's the same process. Carving the bottom, carving the sides, and also carving the top and slicing it, you would come up with 3 angled cakes. So one of the steps, or one of the ways to make it, is pretty much to stack it. Stack it like a regular cake. And others have done this very successfully. The only thing you would need to look at, or be more cautious about if you're just going to stack them on top of each other, you would have to be very careful with how your support system is going to look like, because your dowels will not be even. So if you're fine with it and you're pretty confident it's not going to topple over, that's fine. That's one way to do it. I, on the other hand, I'm always afraid that things are going to topple over. So another way to do it would be this. I know it's going to look pretty, that looks pretty dumb, but one way to do it is, if you can imagine a cake board, this has a cake board on the bottom, right? So use the same cake board, or use the same size to trace on top of the cake a hole, and then level that hole. Not too deep like what I did in my cake, not that deep, but enough so that part of your second tier will sink in. Same thing for your third tier. Now the nice thing about this, it's a little time consuming, more tedious to do, but it will still be very stable because you're using same size dowels, and technically the cakes are not sitting on angles. They're practically the same as your 3-tiered cake. They're actually level. I hope you can get a better grasp on that, but they're on the same level with a normal 3-tiered cake. So if I were to transport it, I would be a lot more confident that it's going to get there. So on the outside, you don't have to worry about looks because it's going to look like a 3-tiered cake. So I hope that's a very short visual. It's not a great tutorial, but it's a nice visual to aid those who want to, at least get an idea on how to make it. Rooms for improvement for this cake for me would be to make better measurements. To me, I think the second tier looks a little smaller than the first and the top tier. It's because I carved in too much, and I think the hole got a little bigger. So when I put the second tier inside, it kind of looked like it engulfed it a bit. I'm still happy with the final results though. So thank you so much, guys. Happy birthday to me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys take care. Bye.